Hey guys. So these are like so super cute. They're like bulbs, but they're at 8.5 and I fit a 7.5. So they're a little loose. I'm kind of sad about that. I'm really kind of sad about that. I'm going to try to wear them today to see if I'm able to wear them. But today, we, sorry, my voice is froggy. Today we should be able to pick up my stepdad's remains and shut up, Jerome. Yeah, today we should be able to pick up my stepdad's remains. My primary job, they gave me 3 days of bereavement off paid. And then as far as Starbucks, hey, as far as Starbucks, I just reached out to them about it today because up until pretty much today, there was no set like given when they were going to have the death certificate to release with the remains. It was like up in the air kind of. So I reached out to Starbucks today. They got because of it's a group chat and per policy. My new GM loved to per policy things, but per policy. She didn't have her phone, so if I texted 2 hours prior, 2 hours later, we're just now talking about it. I'm supposed to be into work by 5. And we're basically, I guess she's basically seeing if I could get paid time off for bereavements. Y'all know I can't talk. So I am super grateful that she's taking her time and trying to help me with that. I mean, it's not like they didn't know about the death to I mean, they knew about it, I would think, if they offered it. I didn't know that you can get paid or you can have time off of that personally. So when I first found out about my stepdad, I just continued to go to work. Like even if I didn't want to be there, even if I wanted to spaz, even if I wanted to walk out, I just still made it my business to go to work. Then once they set me down and was just like, look, you know, it is a part of, the company for you to have these days off consecutively. You can take advantage of that. When I found out about that probably like last week or a week and a half ago, I decided, well, it's a good thing I didn't use it when I first found out about his death because I can now use that time to be with family, you know, I guess, try to go see his family and talk to his family and be around his family. My mom is not too psyched about it because you know how family is when you have a wife and then you have life insurance money. You know how the family can kind of get. So they're not really. I guess they're probably not going to really be too acceptive. Yeah, basically a free vacay. So I have one more day with my primary job, which is tomorrow, and then Starbucks. I'm trying to see if they'll let me off at least today because at my primary job is 3 days. Starbucks, I have no idea. I would think they will offer it or say something about it. I mean, if y'all know that lost my stepdad like 2 weeks ago, I would think y'all would say something about this, but they didn't. Whatever. If they can't let me off today, I'll probably go ahead and call out because, everyone deals with grief and death and stuff like that differently. I still don't know where I am on a range because, anytime my mom tried to talk about it, I told her I don't want to talk about it. And I tell her be quiet. Like I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? I can't hear that right now. Like until I get these ashes in my possession, until I see this death certificate is not real in a sense. So in my mind, I'm just kind of like, nah, like nah, I don't want to. I'm not thinking about it. Like, and it gets so bad. Like when I drop his apartment, I'll be on the highway and it'd just be like, nah, like I still got my key to his apartment and everything. When I first found out, I went over there and just unlocked it and was just in there. And I'm just like, man, you never, I guess is not like I keep telling my jobs, like, I'm not trying to get free pay. I'm not trying to get a vacation. However, one of these days, I guess I need to deal with it. Like, this is the closest death that actually meant something to me. Like when family members die, I'm like, oh, okay. Don't know when their funeral is, don't care. I mean, only other death besides this one um was my cousin. I just lost my cousin over the summer. I was in New York actually. We was going to Cuba and that kind of hit kind of hard. But the family wouldn't tell me nothing. Like I didn't text his mother, I didn't text my uncle, I didn't text my cousins. Nobody would tell me nothing. So it was easy for me to just act like it didn't happen and just to walk away because nobody wouldn't tell me nothing. My aunt wouldn't tell me nothing. Nobody would tell me nothing. So that's easy to cope with. Like it happened, it's a mystery, whatever. This one, like I actually have been with this man. Like he was just laying across my bed. Like my father was laying this way, he was laying this way. And me, I guess, not really thinking much of it. I left out that night because I was just like, dang, I don't have nowhere to lay at. Both of my fathers in my bed. It's kind of annoying. But, and I didn't work both jobs that day too. But looking back, it was just like, dang, it was a whole nother half of the bed I could have laid on, whether I was squished up. And it's just so much um, that I'll open up about in the vlog. But I was just basically coming on here to say, I don't know how today will end. I woke up pretty late. And as I told most of you all, my lives are like becoming like a personal diary or a personal journal. So I probably changed them to like daily diary opposed to live number da da da. It'll probably be daily diary da da da. My immediate family only meet most likely. Immediate family most likely. And that's what my primary job is letting me do it because for real, if I miss this many days of my primary job, I would be fired. Just after yesterday, I would be fired, which I don't really care at this point. But with Starbucks, they said immediate family as well. And I'm like, well, how much fucking immediate do I have to be? Like, this man helped me care for my father. Like, when they took my father from me, this man was hurt himself. He was hurt that they took my father. Like, how much if it have to be immediate, then I'm calling out, period. Okay, I'll get a write up for it. Just And I guess I just really try not to think about it leading up till today because I know I would get emotional. And if I get emotional, I might need some hours or maybe I'll need another day. So I was hoping that we would get his ashes and stuff yesterday, but when we called, they were just like, oh, we should have the death certificate tomorrow. Mom, dad, sister, brother. I mean, I get all that, but I mean, I would think step parents would, kind of matter. But like I said, if they don't grant it, if I don't get paid for it, so be it. Starbucks is not my primary job. It's not my primary bread and butter. Starbucks is my part time for my trip, which I keep having to use because my primary is just not sufficient. But we're not going to go there. But I'm waiting on my mom and my dad and Melissa to come. Yeah, I mean, like, I can see if it's just like I mean, a step parent is still a parent, whether you like them or whether you dislike them. If my stepmother in Florida passed away right now, she has my two little brothers. If she passed away right now, and for most of the years, I'm not even gonna lie, I could not stand her. Like, I could not stand her. Like, when she got pregnant, I went through a whole fuck you and that baby type thing. But if something was to happen to my stepmother right now, and you tell me, hey, Antoine, okay, if something was to happen to my stepmother right now, and you tell me that she's not immediate family, I'll be like, yeah, the way she acted, I probably treated her like she wasn't. But at the end of the day, she been there for years. Like she birthed my two little brothers. Like at the end of the day, you're not about to tell me that you don't recognize it. Like I don't know, but this is why people come into work fussing people out because they got issues on it. Exactly. I mean, and that happened. Like that's facts right there. Starbucks, it was differently. I handled it differently. At my primary job, like both of my jobs, management knew that I had lost my stepdad. My primary job, I had people kept nitpicking. And I kept telling them, like, bro, today, actually, this entire week is not the week you want to nitpick because I will smack the fuck out of you. And it actually got to the point where I had to get offline, go get my supervisor. While I'm like trying not to cry, I'm like, I think you need to come get your mans for real because if this person don't leave me alone, like today is going to be the day where y'all gonna have to call cops because I'm dragging her, like period. So she came, she like kind of like, what's wrong with you? You know, all the boxes, this, the boxes, that. And she just kept fucking nitpicking. So now it's like, fuck management. Now I'm cussing your ass out because you keep nitpicking over bullshit. Like, keep starting bullshit. Same day, went to Starbucks. Now it's different at Starbucks because I'm like, you know, even there, like, my coworkers didn't know that I literally had just lost my stepdad. No one knew. So the way I carried it is if I'm not going to tell y'all my business because I don't feel like talking about it, then I'm not going to take my problems out on you unless you're provoking me to. So at my first job, they were provoking me to. Like they were just being extra. And even management said, like, you're being extra right now. There's nothing wrong with these look perfectly fine. They still want da da da. Long story short, they lost their job for being extra that day. At Starbucks, it was just something so little set me off. It's like every time I come to work, they're not going to be satisfied until you throw a hot coffee or frappe or something like exactly. And that's what I was getting at because when I went to Starbucks right after, because I worked both of my jobs back to back, which kept me occupied for real, for real. Because other than that, I would have kept trying to take shots back to back, like shot, shot, shot. And I wasn't even feeling it. But then I go to Starbucks. I get there early. I always get there early when I work both jobs. And I order a drink, didn't get my drink. Now it's time for me to clock in, and they're like, oh, we couldn't do your drink because we were kind of backed up. So now I have an attitude because I'm like, first of all, that's all y'all had to say earlier in the day. Don't wait until it's time for me to clock in. Then you're like, we can't make you a drink, but I gotta clock right in and go straight to work. So I had an attitude. So of course I'm walking to the back like, man, I shouldn't even have came in today. I should have called out. This some bullshit. Like I'm sick of this bullshit. First of all, they always do this shit. Like some of these baristas at the Starbucks just be having issues for no reason. For no reason, I'm sorry. So then management, who know? So management like, well, we don't like really like running her mouth. And I'm like, first of all, you know, if anything, why I'm even taking this to heart. Second of all, I could have called out on your shift and then you'd be fucked. Third of all, I'm not even going to give you no attitude because y'all don't deserve it. Like, it's because of customer service and you're dealing with issues. You can't be in the environment until you have your head on straight first. Hey, Sean. And that's exactly that. But like I told one of the other management that was there, I was just like, look, I know y'all can't control or help that I lost someone and it's not y'all fault. But at the end of the day, as management, I expect y'all to be a certain way. Like my partners don't know. So if my partners don't know that, you know, I lost someone, then it's not fair for me to give them my attitude. So I'm not. But if I'm venting in the back away from my partners and management feel as though they need to correct me or need to tell me to calm down because they busy, but you know I just lost someone, let me vent the fuck the way I want to vent. If I want to walk in the fucking back and bang the fucking hard ass steel refrigerator, mind your fucking business because you as management know what I'm going through. My partners don't, so I'm not going to give my partners my attitude. But you as management really like wholeheartedly need to shut the fuck up because I'm not trying to hear none of that. The fact that I still brought my ass to work knowing this and the fact that my customers can't even tell that I lost someone, the partners probably think I'm just being bitchy or being da da da. But you know, then you need to shut the fuck up. And whether it was before or 2 weeks after, the shit to me is still fresh until I get these fucking ashes and this death certificate in my hand, the shit is still fresh. It's no way around it. Like until I get this in my hand, I don't want to hear shit from nobody. Like until I get this in my hand, it's not closure for me. Like it's not. And then even and I still be smiling. Nobody know nothing is wrong but my management. But my management. Customers don't complain about me. They love me. They'll come and be like, yo, Kyle, why are you so energetic at 4 a.m? Like, right, they need to be helping me cope. Start flipping. Start flipping things like, yeah, stop cussing. I'll try to stop cussing. I'll try. But the way they be having me feel, sometimes I just kind of be like, if y'all don't get out my face, don't let nobody say I be trying, but people be playing. Like it seemed like when a northerner moved to the south, it's like they constantly fucking testing. I'm sorry. It's like they're constantly testing your attitude or your patience. Like, do you know if I was back home the way we deal with each other, you would have been cussed out by now. But the fact that I keep trying to laugh at y'all, send me all the vanilla bean inside the jar. I'm not I'm not going front now. That vanilla look, the other day I went to work, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Everybody was ordering vanilla bean with raspberry in it. So I gotta try that. Especially if I go to work today. I'm gonna try that. The vanilla with raspberry. But the vanilla with the caramel drizzle on it, that seems pretty cool. It's pretty basic, but I gotta try this vanilla bean with I think it's called cotton candy. The vanilla bean with the raspberry. I think it's called cotton candy. I gotta try that. The raspberry smell real sweet. But I've been waiting for my mother for about 4 hours now. That I'm just here like, bro, you gonna pull up or not? Like I gotta go to work in a few hours at this point, unless I call out. Like, I mean, and then I just want a venti vanilla bean. It's not a frappe. Let me correct you. Starbucks brought frappuccino. Like that's their word. Like nobody else could use frappuccino because Starbucks brought it. McDonald's brought frappe. So we don't say frappe around here. We say frappuccino. And yes, you spelled venti right. So yeah, you want a large vanilla bean frappuccino. It's not even all that for real. People be killing these for like these vanilla bean frappuccinos. It's not sweet enough for me to be honest. It's not. It's just not. It's not. Frappuccino. It's not a frappe, it's a frappuccino. But yeah, thanks you guys, Jerome, Sean, and I think that Antoine. Thank you all for, stopping past and listening to me vent. As I said before, this is no longer lies for me. This is like a daily diary. So, thank you for tuning into my daily diary. You don't know what you're gonna get when you tune in. They make it sweeter or something. It's free. They make it sweet. Sweat. What? Why am I saying sweeter? Or it's free. I said shirt. They make it sweater or it's free. I don't know why I'm not comprehending what he's saying, but I'm not getting it. I just don't get it. Yeah, I just don't get it. Someone brought me this shirt back not like a freshman in college, and I like that it's like sweatery look, and I like look the back of it got these on there. I like that, but it's like super thin, so don't ever try to wear this if I'm cold. Without still putting on about 3 layers. But let me get off here and call her and see what my GM is talking about because yeah, I see y'all tomorrow. But I was on here for like 20 minutes. Maybe I should give it a whole 20 minutes. Like sweet my frappe. Sweater. Sweeter. Like sweet my they make it sweeter or it's free. Okay, I get it. Like I thought you were trying to say sweeter, but then I'm like, but that clearly says sweater. So I'm not quite sure. Yeah, she don't let me off with bereavement pay. Blah. I can't say that word for anything. Even if it's not paid. If I'm just like not off with no type of you feel me, like yeah, then I probably will call out. It's not like I've been trying to have this conversation since like 8, maybe 9, 10 this morning. So if I did call out, I gave y'all a sufficient amount of time. Yeah, I definitely want to go see his family. I am happy that I got some footage from him and his brother just talking. But like I said, guys, it was supposed to be a whole transition series, and it did not go that way. It was cut short We didn't do nothing fun because of how much pain he was in. Yeah, call out your house flooded. So they gonna be like, man, you had a effed up day. Your house flooded. Your house flooded. You had to go pick up remains. Let me guess, you caught a flat tire going to do that. Like they're gonna be like, man, this story is just too much. I see water. Yeah, like my house flooded while I was on live and da da da. Like, no. I'm just gonna be like, look, calling out because X, Y, and Z. I'll be in it tomorrow. Thank you for understanding. If you understood, if you didn't, can't really help it. Nah. Yeah, but guys, I am starting my vegan lifestyle today. And I think I'm gonna clean out my cell phone today. And I think I'm about to just keep my phone on do not disturb because I don't feel like being bothered with people for the rest of this week. Be going through stuff, y'all. I don't even know what be wrong. But I really like these shoes, but I think they're too big. I will talk to you all tomorrow sometime for another daily diary. Or should I say daily dose of Kai? No, I like daily diary. I'm gonna like rename all these lives to daily diary because that's what it is. Or should I just say daily diary going forward? I think I probably just say daily diary going forward. That's probably what I do. Thank you all for stopping past, Jerome, Sean, Antoine. Thank you for talking to me, and I will see you all tomorrow.